them, or we might be seeing 4 or 5 of them. I definitely expect to see Fallpanda pre-ban a Tian Lang from Heves' side. And if I'm Heves, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm pre-banning. There's so many things on Fallpanda's side. There's the Patter, there's Arda, there's Rag. Fallpanda not doing his homework, taking out Gianna, which Heves clearly does not have.
That is very interesting. I thought he would have did a little bit more homework on him. I think if you know a user as a Gianna user, I mean, this could be a Mercy pre-ban coming from Fallpanda. I don't know, but that's interesting to see the Gianna getting pre-banned like that.
And you see a very classic Ganny into a Hathor Fran response pick, so makes a lot of sense here. No surprising, but here's where you're going to see some deviation. You're going to see the LDs come out, and Heves at this point may have a Savannah in his back pocket. Fallpanda, actually, this Vigor does not look like it's either light or dark. He's going with a very free-to-play unit, which is perfectly fine here, and I like the Vela Jewel. It's a good response to the Hathor. I'm not sure about the Vigor here because it is a little weak to that Hathor.
Yep, he's looking at response with Vigor and Vela Jewel. He's going to be bringing out Hirtet in a Bulwark.
I have not seen a Hirtet yet. We see it all the time in Guild Siege, but we don't see this very often. So interesting choice here. It actually does a lot in a slow bruising matchup. I am not sure about this Bulwark. Even though Fallpanda has a lot of buffs, Fallpanda controls these buffs, so I'm not sure about the use of this.
And Fallpanda bringing out Ragdoll and Viva Chill. It's a great combination. Heves is very, very quick to respond with the Tian Lang.
Of course. I mean, when you see that Ragdoll go down, you have to take that Tian Lang. That makes a lot of sense. And then Fallpanda taking the Viva Chow because, I mean, it's an LD unit. It does a lot. It has the potential to snipe out a unit. But that Viva Chow does need to be lower than everything on Heves in terms of speed. Doesn't matter. Heves decides he doesn't want to deal with any randomness from that.
And there you have it. Bans are going out, and it's Viva Chill and Hirtet getting banned on this field. And here we go, guys. We're going into our round 1 between Fallpanda and Heves.
I like Heves drafts here, by the way.
You like Heves drafts? I mean, I think Fallpanda's got a lot going for him. We have the Ragdoll, and I think Ragdoll's an extremely powerful unit in this case. And Hathor for Heves is taking the first turn.
Yeah, so in this case, does luckily land that sleep, but again, is not going to be able to do very much because he's going to be able to give skill 2, which is going to allow that Vela Jewel to outspeed the team potentially. And Heves might not be able to land skill 3 from that Hathor.
Yep, Fran going for a 3rd skill, getting the immunity and attack buffs up here. Ganymede with the revent back onto the Vigor. And Vigor is going to get the Bulwark knowledge dump right there. And Vela Jewel procs out, and he's able to get immunity up here to push his team.
Yeah, but what you're going to see here is that Heves has enough healing that I think that this Tian Lang with this defense break is actually going to be enough damage here. And I think Heves is in a massive advantage here. That Ragdoll is going to feed this Tian Lang over and over and over again.
Yep, that's right. And you can see that he's buffing up. Stacks of knowledge go right back up onto Bulwark. And he's trying to get a little bit of damage into the Bulwark. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Hathor with a little bit of poke damage coming towards Vigor.
Yeah, Heves is just going to need to land defense break from that Tian Lang onto that Vigor, and it's going to be all she wrote. And again, that Vigor is almost dead now.
Yep, Bulwark drops all the knowledge on top of Vigor. Vigor in a very sensitive situation right now. Fallpanda still trying to deal more damage to this Bulwark, getting that defense break from Vigor as well.
Yeah, again, I mean, this Tian Lang is just doing a lot of work. That defense break was a lot, but again, this Bulwark taking a lot of damage right now.
Yep, going for a Seal of Magic, trying to take advantage of that defense break. Bulwark still holding on, and same goes to this Vigor. Vigor is holding on himself.
Wow, and that Hathor looks exactly like mine on the ladder. Does not land, sleeps on that Vela Jewel, so highly unfortunate. But at the same time, once this Vigor goes down, Fallpanda does not have any more heals.
Yep, Bulwark looking to strip the immunity, gaining a stack of knowledge from that Ganymede, and does not get it. And Tian Lang does drop the Vigor here. We see a nice skill 1 coming onto Ganymede, getting that attack break.
Yeah, and again, that's a big proc there. Allows him to get buffs onto the Bulwark and heals, and allows him to establish control.
Yep, huge proc, because I think even this Vela Jewel needs to go with the skill 3 and buffs up more knowledge for this Bulwark.
Yeah, but again, when you look at the team here, Vela Jewel and Ragdoll do not have enough bursts to take out any of Heves' units while Heves has that much healing. So I really think this is going to be a long battle, but at the same time, it's pretty much foregone.
Yep, that's right. I mean, you're going to see this knowledge dump once again coming from Bulwark right onto the Ganymede. We've got Hathor looking for a strip, does not get that strip, sleep onto the Ganny, and damage to continue going towards this Bulwark.
Yeah, interesting choice to down the Ganny, but I guess he figures that if the Ganny goes down, there's not much gas left in the tank for the other units. Again, not enough damage coming out from the others. He needs a double proc every time for these other units and is not getting it.
Exactly. I mean, you can't stop the knowledge. I mean, he can't stop the knowledge right now because he just doesn't have enough buffers out there. Heves has all the sustain in the world, and he's going to be getting those stacks of knowledge with this Fran.
Yeah, and if I'm Fallpanda, I'm thinking, where did this draft go wrong? How could I do better? The next game, take your time, think about it, because SWC only comes around once a year, and you want to be able to enjoy every moment of it, even if you are losing.
That's right. Bolvac going for the Ragdoll, trying to steal that immunity, just to gain more stacks of knowledge. Obviously not trying to take advantage of the defense break, because I think Heves has that kind of relaxation in this match. Doesn't need to go for a defense break at this point. And there you have it. Heves is taking round one away from Fallpanda.
I mean, I think that was one of the freest matches I've ever seen. My opponent took a Ragdoll into my Tian Lang. I mean, that clearly means that Fallpanda either misread the skills, maybe fat fingered a unit, maybe it should have been a Jaeger, or I can't explain anything else, but either way, that's why Heves won that match. Made it look super easy.
We saw a Gianna pre-ban on a non-Gianna user, so a little bit of homework may have not been done in this case.
May not have been done, and that's why he will likely... Oh, there we go. He has done his homework now, scouted his opponent, and now knows to pre-ban the Tian Lang.
And there you go. Pre-bans are out. Tian Lang and Ragdoll getting pre-ban in this round two with Heves and Fallpanda.
And actually, that's a pretty smart pre-ban from Heves, knowing that now that his opponent has done his homework to take out that Ragdoll, so Tian Lang is not worth as much anyways.
Yep, that is right. You can see Hathor getting first picked by Heves. Fallpanda should be responding with a Ganymede.
Fallpanda should be taking the Ganymede, and likely a Fran here is pretty standard. Patter is also great. It's an LD unit here, provides immunity, does a lot of damage and healing, so it can't ever go wrong with a Patter.
Nope, never. These Druids do so much. They offer so many things for a battle. Heves looking to draft the Vigor in the Fran.
So when Heves takes the Vigor into an immunity unit, it tells me he believes in his rune quality and the anti-crit that Vigor provides just to let him cycle over and over and wear Fallpanda down. Patter is a likely ban at this moment, but we'll see what Fallpanda responds with in order for Heves to make that decision.
Yep, and let's see what he does respond with. He should be drafting some units shortly. He's running out of time, really thinking about this match. And there is the Viva and Ciara.
Whoa, and Heves going with another two LD units, showing that while his opponent has two LD units, Heves also has two LD units here. I do like that Ciara Viva Chow pick from Fallpanda. That Zera 2 is a little interesting, a little suspect, but I think it's very good into a pattern here. Fallpanda rounds out his draft with that Daphnis.
Yep, very, very aggressive draft coming from Heves. Fallpanda wrapping up his draft with a Daphnis, and Daphnis right away getting banned out, and you can see Vigor getting banned out on the side of Heves. Interesting case here. We're going to see Heves with a lot of immunity. This Zera is not going to be able to do very much unless it autos a lot, but there's a lot of bursts from that Zera 2 coming. Yep, that is right. Now, speed lead for Fallpanda. We're going into round two. Fallpanda, Heves, let's go. We're going to be seeing that speed lead probably taking first turn here, and it is. It's Fallpanda looking to apply a little bit of damage to that Zeratu.
So Fallpanda's moving in front, but it doesn't really do very much. Heves is completely on will, but again, that Patter is going to be able to go off because of this passive here.
Yep, Hathor looking for that skill 2 sleep onto Ganymede and not receiving it here, and the buffs are coming up on the side of Heves.
Yeah, and at the same time here, he's just choosing to do damage. That's a very tanky Zeratu here. I don't know if Fallpanda's going to be able to get through that. He's going to need to get through that in order to win, but there's a Fran that's going to be able to pick up this Zeratu.
I'm very surprised to see how tanky this Zeratu is. Usually known to be a super high damage unit, not so tanky. And here we go. We're going to see that first skill coming out onto the CR, dealing a good amount of damage.
I mean, that is half health, more than half health of this Sierra here. That Zeratu is still there. I mean, Fallpanda's in a lot of trouble. This Sierra, one more hit and it's gone. That Hurtate's also slowly getting stronger over time.
Yep, Fenelite goes right back onto the Viva. Viva using a nice skill too to get immunity and a heal to bring back a CR just a little longer. And Hathor with a nice skill too onto the Viva.
I mean, there's just not enough damage coming out from Fallpanda's side without Sierra being able to land a bomb. If that Zeratu is able to connect with that Sierra one more time, that Sierra is probably going to go down.
And we see the transform coming out of this Pada.
I mean, that's a very big heal. It gives that Sierra just a little bit more HP from that healing. Might let him survive one hit from that Zeratu.
Yep, a little more poke damage coming to Zeratu. I still can't believe how tanky this Zeratu is. It's handling every hit so well. Bomb does get planted onto the Fran. Bomb gets detonated. Fran gets stunned up.
Barely did any damage to that Fran here. I don't even know if this Sierra has 6 runes at the moment. It's taking a lot of damage and doesn't do a lot of damage here. I mean, this Zeratu is going to take care of Sierra right now.
Yep, very much so. Zeratu dropping that Ciara in extremely aggressive aircraft coming out of Heves, removing a big damage threat on Fallpanda's side of the field.
Again, this is for the classic case of 4 units versus 3. Generally favors the player with 4 units, but again, actually, this Hurtate might be going down soon.
Yep, Hurtate might be going down soon. Oh, but we get the additional turn coming out of the Fran, saving that air tip.
Hurtate was about to go down, but Fran said no, so again, it's 4 units versus 3, and this Zaratu is just going to town here.
Yeah, let's see the damage coming out of Zaratu, dealing a lot of damage. It is not only tanky, but it can deal the damage as well. Glancing does get applied to the Hathor. Hathor looking for the attack break and a little bit of poke damage onto that Pada.
And Heves is able to get more healing from that Fran, able to stabilize here. Heves is able to kick back and relax because he knows that this game is over.
Yep, it really is. Hirtet doing away with the Patter. Patter is no longer with us. Heves 2-0s Fallpanda.
I mean, what a match there. I mean, we got to see